Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for a day in the life vlog. My name is Brianna, the diva behind Diva and the Divide, and I'm so glad you are here today. Boy, oh boy, do I have a lot to share with you today. Oh my goodness. First of all, your girl is on week three of a coach-led reverse diet, and boy, do I have some things I need to talk about for that. Also, I've got some housewifing things to do. I have a CMT related update for you. CMT, for those of you that don't know, is the disease that I have. It is a peripheral nerve disorder. CMT stands for Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, which is just the name of the 3 doctors that discovered it. It has nothing to do with my teeth. But I went to the doctor yesterday, to CMT specialists, for an annual checkup, and I can tell you all about what happened there. All good things, all very good things. And then today, actually right now, I am going to embark on a new adventure involving a superfood beyond all superfoods. I'm gonna try sprouting things in my kitchen. Literally making sprouts in my kitchen. I'm very, very excited about this. Sprouts are one of those things, they're a superfood that have incredibly potent antioxidants and vitamins and all of these things. Apparently they're one of the most nutritious things you could possibly eat, and you can grow them supposedly in your kitchen. No dirt, no soil, no crazy gardening stuff. I'm going to show you what I bought to do it, and I am going to show you how I'm setting it up, trying it for the first time. No idea if it's going to work, and it will obviously take a couple days for me to know. Yes, only a couple days. I'm very, very excited about this. And then I'll have sprouts to eat. So I'm going to take you on the adventure of me sprouting for the first time. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers what we're going to cover in this video. Welcome to my vlog. Let's party. All right, friends, here is part 1 of breakfast. I'm also having throughout the day, I started it this morning as my pre-coffee food, a Fairlife Nutrition Shake, which is 150 calories and 30 grams of protein. And then this plate is 2 eggs, 2 servings of egg whites, a Thomas's Blueberry English muffin, and 1 tablespoon of butter. The total for this plate plus the Fairlife shake is 600 calories, 57 grams of protein. So that is a great way to start the day. All right, let's talk about sprouting for just a second. I have not a lot of knowledge with this, but I have the things I need to get started. This whole process is an Elizabeth Benton made me do it situation. Elizabeth Benton is the author of a book that I really, really loved called Chasing Cupcakes, and she also has a podcast called Primal Potential, and I really, really enjoy the information that she puts out there. And this is her latest obsession, sprouting. So you're probably like, what on earth do you have here? This is a mason jar kit made specifically for sprouting because you have to be able to drain the water from the sprouts. It comes with this really great mesh lid, which is super, super cool. And so when you put it on, you can drain out all of the water without losing your seeds. And then because you want to make sure they don't stay wet, you want them to be kind of sitting at an angle, which is what this metal structure and tray does for you, so you can properly drain and keep your sprouts dry. The sprouts that I'm going to be trying are these. These are a Liz recommendation. I found all of this on Amazon. The kit and the broccoli sprouts are on Amazon. These are, I think they're organic, non-GMO, heirloom, Waltham 29 broccoli seeds for sprouting. So what I'm going to end up getting, hopefully, if all goes according to plan, is 2 jars full of broccoli sprouts for me to eat. And I'm very, very excited. Homegrown, I get to scratch the gardening itch without having to garden, because I would really love to garden. I just don't know if it's in the cards for me. But this is how we're gonna get started. So I will have this little kit. The kit comes with the tray, the metal, the 2 mason jars with the mesh lids, and then a separate listing is the seeds. And this company has a whole bunch of different seeds. I'm starting with broccoli because I like broccoli. So I am going to review the how to get things started, and then we're going to go for it and see what happens. All right, so I guess the first step of the process, I am taking a 1/4 cup measurer, and all I'm doing for this whole jar is a 1/4 cup of seeds. So I'm gonna put a 1/4 cup in here, and I'm gonna put a 1/4 cup in the other one. And then I'm going to fill this with water, about 3 times as much water as there are seeds, so about 3/4 of a cup. Cool or room temperature water, not hot water. Then I'm gonna let them soak for 3 minutes, and we're gonna strain them, and then we're going to fill them up and let them soak for another 3 minutes again. So that's what I'm gonna do first. All right, so I'm going to set a timer on my phone or on my watch. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, 3 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm going to put these on because the next thing we're gonna do is strain them. Okay, rinse number 1 is done. So now I drained them, as you can see, and I'm pouring in another round of water to soak them for another 3 minutes. And then after this, I will rinse them, or I will drain them again, fill it up one more time, and then they will sit in this water for 8 hours. And there we go. These little babies are gonna sit here like that for 8 hours. I have a timer going, and then I will drain and strain them later. All right, here is lunch. My lettuceless salad's still going strong. I've been doing this for what, like 4 or 5 weeks now, and I love it. I've been eating it almost every day. It is cucumber, celery, 4 ounces of deli turkey meat, and 1 ounce of full-fat shredded cheddar cheese, and I have like 2 little mini tomatoes in there because I had to use them up. The lighting is terrible, but this is the dressing I'm using this week to add some fat back in. This is the Primal Kitchen ranch dressing with avocado oil. They reformulated this, and it is so much better than the original formulation. I guess they put egg yolks or something in it to make it creamier. It doesn't separate. It's really, really good, you guys. Really good. And for carbs, because I need to up my carbs, I'm having my favorite Cheetos, which you guys have seen a million times before. The total for my lunch is 29 grams of protein and 530 calories. You guys, something crazy just happened. My husband just left the house to go downtown to have drinks with his coworkers. The world is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm sitting here, I've got the tripod set up because I got a couple things to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about the reverse diet and how it's going thus far, a couple of weeks in, and then I want to talk to you about the really cool NonScale Victory that I had yesterday. So first, let's actually talk about the NonScale Victory. Yesterday, I actually had to go to a doctor's appointment, multiple doctors actually, for my annual check-in with the CMT Center of Excellence, which is there are CMT centers of excellences throughout the world, throughout the United States primarily, but there are some all over the world. And they are centers based with neurology, I believe, mostly, but they are centers that have doctors and physical therapists and people on staff that specialize in, or at least are very knowledgeable about, Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, which is the disease that I have. It is a progressive nerve disorder. It affects my peripheral nerves. You guys, if you've been around my channel for any amount of time, you've heard something about this disease, right? So I have the annual check-in where I get to go and I get to see like an orthotics guy that can recommend new braces and get things going for that, or fix my old ones, or whatever the case may be. Physical therapists, occupational therapists, genetic researcher type people, which I didn't get to see, which is a bummer. And then of course the neurologist, like the head of it all, the neurologist guy who's a specialist in CMT. And you go to these to basically find out if they can help you in any way, and they track the progression of your disease. So you get all the strength tests, all the sensory tests, all the things, and it's basically a check-in for you to be able to be like, has your disease progressed? At what rate are you progressing? Etc., etc. Long story short, I was there for like 4 hours. It was a stupid long time to only see 3 people, but like they only do 1 clinic day specific for CMT a month, so I get it, but man. So I met with the physical therapist, and my only complaint really, like they ask you everything. They ask you about the layout of your house. Do you have stairs? What adaptive equipment do you use? How do you get around the house? Who lives with you? All these things, because they want to see how your lifestyle is set up or not set up to accommodate CMT. And so we get through all of those things. They ask about, you know, do you exercise? Because most people with CMT don't. I do. And I'm like, I'm strength training, I'm building muscle, and which is not something you're supposed to be doing with this disease. All these things. And, you know, then they ask you, do you have anything you want to discuss? Do you have any changes? And do you have any more pain? And so for me, I talked a little bit about toe pain because I've been experiencing toe pain. We don't really know why. It could be neuropathy. I could be doing it to myself by trying to do things like calf raises. So the physical therapist actually gave me a modification for the calf raises, which was tremendously helpful. And but that's not the point. My big complaint, which you guys have heard about for a while now, my big complaint is I feel like my fatigue has gotten a lot worse. Fatigue, chronic fatigue, is a symptom of CMT. It's something that a lot of us have to deal with. But your girl has too much to do to be bogged down by feeling tired all the time. So I brought this to all of the doctors. I was like, fatigue is my primary problem, right? And so we actually talked a lot about energy conservation and how working out is okay as long as it doesn't cost you the energy to go and do something you want to do. Like if I have plans to go out with friends, but I know if I work out, I'm not going to have the energy to do it, then maybe I need to back off on the working out. Right now, that is not the issue. So we actually talked about energy conservation in a way that, like, what are the things that I could be changing in order to conserve energy for when I really need it? Because I don't feel bogged down by my workouts. She asked, do you feel energized after your workouts, or do you feel worn out after your workouts? And normally I feel energized. I'm jazzed about life, and it's later that the heavy fatigue sets in. But I can also not work out and have heavy fatigue set in. One of the primary things that the physical therapist and then the neurologist reiterated was one of the biggest energy expenditures for us humans, but primarily for CMT patients, is standing. Standing is something that can unnecessarily sometimes drain our energy at a rapid rate. And one of the places that it drains our energy the most, based on feedback she's gotten from many patients, is showering. So she asked, you know, do you have a shower stool? Yes, I have a shower stool. That's what I use for shaving. And she goes, I challenge you for 1 week to sit while you shower. Just to see, because showering, I know showering is an exhausting thing for me. And I know this because, like, on the days that you do all the things, you do the buffing, you do the shaving, you do the deep conditioning and the facial masks. Like, I could be in the shower for like 25 minutes and I'm so tired after I'm done. So tired. And like, when I got my COVID shot, my second COVID shot, the act of taking a shower is what wiped me out. I was doing fine, 100% fine, symptom-free until I took a shower. Then I felt like I got hit by a bus, literally from the shower. So I knew that that was a thing. So basically, the bottom line here for energy conservation is I need to be more intentional about when I'm moving and when I'm standing and when I'm sitting. If I'm putzing around on my phone, don't do it sitting or standing in the middle of the kitchen. Go sit down and give your body a rest. So I have to work on intentional energy usage and conservation, which I think is a really interesting thing. And it just stems off of all of the things I'm already doing about being mindful with my food, with my exercise, whatever. Now I have to do that with my energy. But so that's what we talked about mostly. And then the good news is she tested my strength. I have lost no strength. None. Which means I do have parts that test poorly for strength, but they always test poorly for strength. But I have not lost any additional strength. I was tested, some things tested level 5, and I think the ranking system is 1 through 5. So there's not necessarily any proof that I gained anything, because I think I tested high enough to satisfy her, where it was a 5. So I can't like rank a 6 because 5 is the max. So I can't, there was no indication of like, you're stronger than last year, but there was no strength loss. And then I saw the neurologist, and he tested my sensory, which I thought was going to take a ding. I really did. I figured that like over time, like I'm losing sensation in my toes. I know that. I thought it was going to be worse. And I tested the same as last year. No strength loss, no sensory loss. I'm kicking CMT in the tush. Thank you very much. And that's the whole point. That is the NonScale Victory. Why is this a NonScale Victory? This is the reason that I watch what I eat. that I exercise. This is the reason that I am reverse dieting and giving up on weight loss while I still have weight to lose. I know I do, but I am so, there's a much bigger burden here of crappy biofeedback, like I said in my reverse diet video, and like I'm not sleeping well. My workouts have been crappy because my energy sucks. My energy sucks, and I was in a cut for 17 weeks and have just about 5 pounds to show for it. 5 pounds. So, which is not nothing, but also it's not significant enough to be saying like it's working for sure. Like after a period of maintenance, I should be able to cut and be able to get some pounds off pretty quickly. And that is not what happened. So all metrics lead to, Brianna, you need to not diet right now. And but the real reason is, like, the real reason I'm reverse dieting right now is because I need to fix all of those things, because the ultimate priority is not losing that desired 20 pounds that I want to lose. That's not the priority. The priority is every time I go to the doctor to be able to get feedback like I got yesterday, where I am obviously kicking CMT in the butt. No strength loss, no sensory loss. The things that I am doing to keep myself healthy and strong are working. And that is crucial, and it is important, and it is something that we need to remember, and that often gets lost when we're on a weight loss journey. If we don't see success on the scale, we don't think we're being successful. There's so much more to health. There's so much more to wellness. This is why I'm a wellness coach and not exclusively a weight loss coach, because there's so much more that counts than just the number on the scale. That being said, let's talk about my reverse diet for a moment. I am in week 4, I think, of my reverse diet, and my calories have been gradually increased in the form of carbohydrates. Week 1, I kept going over on my fat, so we modified my macro balance, and now I have a 140 grams of protein, 80 something grams of fat, and then in lower carbs, and now we are adding carbs on week by week and increasing things. And one of the things that is really a struggle because I've been in diet and weight loss mindset for so long, is watching the scale spikes and freaking watching, like, the goal is not to see the scale go down. Okay, it has gone down, but it has gone back up, and then it has gone up past where I started, and then it has come back down, and it's doing this all within the place that it is supposed to stay. And I have to remind myself that that is the purpose of a reverse diet. There should be no weight loss here, and it's okay if there is not weight loss here. And I'm not going to see the benefits of lifting heavy for weeks. Like, I might start to see little things here and there, but ultimately, right now, the part that I'm doing right now with my coach is increasing my calories so I can fuel my body and repair my body. That is what is happening. And that is a hard thing to wrap your head around when you have been in diet mindset on and off for over a decade. It's hard. It's hard. And it is very, very helpful to me to have my own coach. I am very glad that I hired a coach, because I know I am a coach, but even coaches need coaches. And it's true, because I can give feedback and give facts and give things that I know to my clients easy peasy. But I'll be darned if I can't listen to my own advice. And I needed that. I needed the advice that I gave my client literally the same day that I needed to hear it from my coach. And that's okay. That's okay. It was one of those, the scale spiked, I was having a really bad body day and everything, and I was just beside myself. And I had a coach that talked me down, reminded me of why we're actually here and why we're doing what we're doing, and that was crucially important and so helpful. Oh my gosh. So there's that part of the reverse diet update. The other part of the reverse diet update, y'all, I have not been hungry. I have not been hungry. And you know how hard that is when you're supposed to be eating more food? More food. No, I haven't been hungry. So I literally have to start eating more frequently in order to get all of my calories in. And I don't know why. I'm still in the 1800 calorie range. Like, it shouldn't be hard, but it is. And it's crazy. So I've been having to figure out how to add carbs specifically to my life in the form of rice cakes. And I bought regular granola. And I had an ice cream cone the other day. And I've been having Cheetos alongside my super healthy but really low carb lettuceless salad lunch. Like, I've been having to throw carbs in this morning for breakfast. You saw This is a what I ate vlog. You saw what I had for breakfast. I had an English muffin with butter on it to keep the macros balanced because I need to eat more carbs. And let me tell you, that's a mind screw. I'm not gonna lie, that's a mind screw. So that's the reverse diet update. I'm going to keep you guys posted as vlogs go on because I will have realizations and struggles and successes all along the way. And I want to keep you informed in my own personal being coached through a reverse diet journey because it's hard. It's very, very hard. And if you want to do something like this, don't go through it alone. It's really, really a great idea to get a coach. I'm coaching somebody through a reverse diet right now. I'm coaching somebody through weight loss right now, and I've already planted the seed for maybe we're going to be reversing sooner than we think we are. Like, my clients are all on board for a reverse diet and at some point in their journey. It's good. I'm being coached. It's good. It's hard. It's very hard. So, anyway, that's all I have. All right, friends, 8 hours is up on this, and can you see the little white specks? A couple of the seeds have literally already sprouted. Oh my gosh. So now what I have to do is I have to drain them and drain them thoroughly. So I'm gonna dump everything from that mesh, and then we're gonna set them up to sit for a couple days. Okay, so there they are. I drained them, and then I just kind of rolled gently. Oh, you're supposed to do all of this very, very gently because they're little baby seeds that you're trying to sprout into plants. I rolled the seeds around to try and get them to stick to the sides of the jar to help spread them out a little bit. But now all I do, I guess, is twice a day. So I'm gonna do it once in the morning and once in the evening. You rinse the sprouts. So you fill things up and then you drain them. And you have to make sure you thoroughly drain them, which is why I have this little rack. Like I said earlier, I'll link this down below. I got the jar set that came with the rack. So it comes with the tray, the metal rack, and the 2 giant mason jars with the mesh lids. And I got the seeds all on Amazon, but this whole thing is a kit minus the seeds. And so you're supposed to just rinse it every day, drain them, and then keep them at this angle to kind of help make sure that everything stays drained. And in a couple days, hopefully I will start to see little sprouts as long as I take good care of them. And then in, I don't know, 3 to 5 days, maybe a week, in theory, I will have a whole jars full of sprouts and I will be able to eat them. And they will be very nutritious and hearty and amazing and healthy, and we'll see. So if you want to see how this goes, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's the only way you're going to know. All right, so 2 things to show you. One, this was my snack. These are K's Naturals Protein Crisps, and they're soy protein, but really, really good for what they are. 115 calories, 12 grams of protein, a little bit of fiber in there. Really great. My dinner, I need to heat it up, is broccoli, quinoa, and pork, which is leftover. I made this on Monday. This is my last leftover meal. It's super lean, super healthy. 260 calories. Oh, I don't have the broccoli in there. Hang on. It is 300 calories and 33 grams of protein for dinner. So I have to show you guys what my dessert is. Crumble cookies, aka some of the greatest cookies I've ever eaten. I was out in that direction for my doctor's appointment because we have one about half an hour away from us, and it happened to be near where I was yesterday, so I picked us up some. I transferred them to the box, or to the Rubbermaid containers, because I wanted them to stay fresh, and to make them fit we had to cut them up. We ate a bunch of them yesterday. I ordered 2 of the dirt cookies, a red velvet cookie, and a peanut butter cookie. But what I wanted to show you was how easy Crumble makes it to track these silly cookies. So they have an app. Let's see here. They have an app, right? And then every week it updates with their weekly menu and everything. But if you click the More button down in the corner, you see it says Nutrition Information. You click on that, and it literally pulls up regular cookies. Oh, come on, work with me here. There we go. It pulls up the nutrition information for the whole cookie and for the recommended serving size, 30 grams. So you can put this food into your tracker, create the food, and then you just have to weigh out your serving, which is exactly what I did yesterday, and it's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to weigh out my serving, and the tracker will adjust and tell me exactly how many calories and do the macro work for me so I don't have to. And I can track these and know exactly what I'm eating, and I love it. Shout out to you, Crumble Cookies. you know where it's at. Hello. What are you doing up here? Are you sad because Daddy's not home? Did you see her perk up when I said Daddy? Oh. Do you miss Daddy? Where's Daddy? He'll be home eventually, boo-boo. It's okay. Go lay down. It's okay. All right, after an eventful couple of hours, not eventful at all, I ate dinner, and then I proceeded to play with the dog and watch 2 episodes of The Good Doctor until the series, or this, not the series, the season finale. And I like that show. I like that show so much. And you know what? There's been no hockey playing. It's been completely silent except for the noise that I've been making. It's been kind of nice. Gracie is freaking out because Daddy's not home yet. And every time I say Daddy, she perks up. So I'm mean mommy. I've been playing a game with her. And now I'm upstairs because I have to edit this vlog. So on that note, thank you for hanging out with me today. If you are interested, like I said, in seeing how the sprouts happen and all that, make sure you hit that little red subscribe button. Oh, also, I managed to clock in at my macros today. I was 95 calories over my goal, supposedly 8 carbs and 8 fat over, 5 protein under, but you know what? Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. There's something to be said for being perfect with your macros, but also reality is, while you can't be perfect every day and it's ideal to be perfect as close as often as possible, there are days that you're not, and that's totally fine. And today is a day that I'm not perfect. Oh no. But you know what? That's totally okay. So I hope you found this interesting. I hope you found my little chats interesting. And I look forward to sharing more with you the rest of the month. My plan, hopefully, is to vlog at least once a week for you guys. Because I enjoy these and you guys enjoy these. So let me know what else you want to see in the daily vlogs. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care.